How can we be good enough? Hello guys, welcome. Thank you for joining me here in my life journey. And today's share, I want to share with you this thought because many of us not even thinking about it. You know, it's about being yourself, how good you are. Guys, today's share is how can we be good enough? It's about acknowledging yourself, guys. When it comes to yourself, you have to acknowledge that you are more than good enough. Yes, as I am standing here by the beach, this is a sea here in Sanbica. It's windy, it's cold, even there is sunlight. As I walk here, guys, and I am thinking, how can I be good enough? Yes, the book says we have to journal. Do the journaling. Write all the good things you are good at. You are more than good enough. The point is, you must acknowledge it. You must believe that you are such an amazing person. You are a unique person. You are more than good enough. And you have to acknowledge it. You have to believe in yourself that you are more than good enough. Yes, I come to this thought, guys, because many people I hear, oh no, I don't like to do that because I am not good enough. No, I'm not going to do that because I am not good enough, and something like that from one person to another. I already experienced that people saying that they are not good enough. Guys, as the book says, each and every one of us have talent. We must acknowledge that talent. We must appreciate of being you, of being yourself. You must acknowledge that. It is very important that we can appreciate ourselves. Appreciation is a must to do, to acknowledge who we really are. To love ourselves, we must embrace who we are, and we must give appreciation to ourselves. You are more than good enough, and you are the only one who knows that. Of course, people know that, but not really your inner you. So therefore, it is very important that we can embrace who we really are. You are more than good enough. And as the book says, you have to journal it. You have to write it. I have my journal every day. Wherever I am, I have my journal. What comes into my thoughts, I have to write it down, or else it will be gone. Thoughts comes and goes. So when you acknowledge that, write it down. If you have the phone, then write it in your phone. And guys, how can we really acknowledge how good you are? When you love yourself, you know who you are. You have to write it down first thing in the morning, or you know, what are you going to do today? And at the end of the day, you are also going to write it down what you have been accomplished for today. You have to, because it is about acknowledging ourselves, how good we are. Because many times we're just degrading ourselves, and it's not really healthy, guys. You must not degrade yourself. You must appreciate yourself. Appreciation is a must to have a strong self-confidence, self-esteem. Think always that you are more than good enough. And it becomes easier to acknowledge all these things when we can write it down. Because when we write it down, it awakens our, our inner thoughts. We are embracing our inner self. acknowledging those things. So guys, write it down. What are the good things you have done today? What are the good conversation you have with others, you have shared with others? Yes, everything from the smallest thing to the huge thing, what is happening on that certain day, you have to write it down. Yes, you are more than good enough. Don't ever say to yourself that you are a bad person. Don't say to yourself that I am not good at anything. Don't even say to yourself, I am not a good cook. I hear many times, guys, people know I am not a good cook. I cannot do the cooking and something like that. Of course you are. Use your fantasy. Feel what you are going to, what is your appetite today? Feel that. And what kind of food you want to eat today. You have to fantasize that, and then try to go to the market or the grocery, picking up the things you want to eat, and you already fantasize it, you visualize it, the taste of that food, and put it into action. Buy the ingredients in the grocery and then make the food. Don't ever say to me that you cannot cook. Each and every one of you can cook, can make the food you want to eat. But first, you have to visualize it. You have to think, what kind of food I am going to eat today? Guys, as you notice in my key channel Norway, my cooking channel, I don't really have the recipe for those. It all created from my mind what I'm going to eat today as a vegetarian. Therefore, I am sharing with you the simple way of eating a vegetarian meal. I create that. I have to feel it. I have to taste in my mouth what I am going to eat today. What kind of food I am going to eat today. The appetite, you have to acknowledge that. And go to the market, go to the grocery, and pick up those things you want to eat. Then, when you come home, you have to, choose the spices on it. You have to decorate your food, and all those things you can create. So nobody can say, I am not good enough in cooking. I am not good enough in this thing. No, you can do that by being aware of yourself first. Your feelings. Acknowledge what is your feelings that day. Acknowledge what is your taste that day. So, like for example, if you want to eat chocolate, I have cravings for chocolate. Of course, you are going to the grocery or to the store to buy chocolate, right? Because you have cravings. It is the same with cooking. You have to acknowledge it. You are going to go to the store to buy the ingredients and create it by yourself by putting into action. Then there you are. And what you are doing, you are good at it. Appreciate yourself, embrace yourself, what you are good at. It's not perfect right away, but be content and satisfied what you are creating in that certain day. You're doing it for yourself, right? So therefore, it is very important that we can acknowledge our feelings, our taste, what we are going to have or to do that certain day. Remember always, the key here is you must remember always that you are more than good enough. You are willing to create anything you want in this life. The key is you must have faith and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. You are more than good enough. You can create great things. And begin with your cooking, for example. Don't say, no, I cannot cook. I don't really believe that, guys. If you want to eat, then you can cook. Because you have to put it into action what you want to eat that day. So you are going to buy the ingredients and cook it. Not just, and try to experiment things. Try to buy some new spices and something like that and create from there. Try different kind of spices and something like that. You are good enough. You can cook. You can do amazing things in your life by just believing in yourself, by just acknowledging yourself. It is about loving ourselves, acknowledging all the things we love. And remember, when you have put it into action, for example, the cooking, write it down. You're acknowledging it, so write it down, put name into your feelings, put even name into your taste that you are creating that certain dish for today, for your dinner. Because that is your feeling, that is your taste, and you are putting it into action. So you must create from there. And there you are. You have created it. You are more than good enough. So guys, this is my share with you today. Believe that you can create great things in this life. You are more than good enough. I am just sharing this with you guys from my own experience, because I heard many times degrading themselves, that they're not good enough, they're not good into something. We are good in all things we want to do. So believe in yourself, have faith, and do the action. So guys, this is Yuntel. Thank you so much for joining here in my life journey. Again, I am forever grateful to each and every one of you supporting here in my channel. Thank you so much guys. I love you all, and bye-bye.